Today I'm going to show you how I knit a swatch and how I measure my gauge in a way that gives me the most accurate results. I start by casting on 36 stitches. That gives me room for borders so that my stitch pattern can be in the middle and it isn't affected by the selvage edges. I start off with 3 ridges of garter stitch, which equates to 6 rows, and then I continue on leaving the 3 stitches on each end in garter stitch, and then the stitches in the middle in whatever pattern I'm measuring. In this case, that's stockinette stitch. Then I end with 3 ridges of garter at the top. I do this the same way every time. That way I know I've got 30 stitches. I also knit 30 rows. These markers are marking 10 rows. So when I measure, I know I've got 30 stitches and I've got 30 rows. So I've got this handy dandy little measuring tool from KnitPicks, my favorite yarn gauge and my favorite measuring tool. When I measure my gauge, I don't just measure 4 inches. Instead, I'm going to measure all 30 stitches and all 30 rows in the pattern. So 30 stitches. So we're measuring really from right there to right there. So that's 5.75 inches. And 30 rows is, we're measuring from right there to there. That's 3.5 inches. So the way we get our stitches per inch is we divide the number of stitches, which is 30, by the measurement, which is 5.75, and that gives us 5.217 stitches per inch. Many patterns give you the gauge over 4 inches, so we'll just take that measurement per inch, the 5.217, and we'll multiply that times 4. We get 20.86 stitches in 4 inches. We do the rows the same way. We've got 30 rows. We know the measurement is 3.5 inches, so we divide 30 by 3.5, and we get 8.57 rows per inch. If we want to carry that out to be over 4 inches, again, which is how most patterns list the gauge, we just multiply that by 4 and get 34.29 rows in 4 inches. This method might take a little more time, but it gives me confidence that my gauge is right and that my finished project will actually fit.